Joining us now is Dr. Bill Gruber, Pfizer's Senior Vice President of Vaccine Clinical Research and Development, a pediatrician himself. Dr. Gruber, good morning. It's good to see you.
Anna, it's great to be with you today.
First things first, the CEO of your company says that Pfizer will submit this data with urgency. What does that mean? How quickly will you be able to submit this data to the FDA, and when do you expect approval?
As soon as possible. We intend to submit the data by the end of the month. And then, of course, it will be up to the FDA to review that data and determine whether the vaccine can be released for broad use. And we hope that will go expeditiously.
Well, this gets a little technical, but let's get down to it. The data shows that the vaccine is effective in producing a strong antibody response in children, but you do not yet have data to prove that it actually prevents infection, so the so-called full efficacy data. So will you wait for that full efficacy data before you submit to the FDA? Could the FDA approve right now on the data alone that you have?
Yes, we're hopeful and expectant that the FDA will approve the vaccine based on the data we have. Now, why would that make sense? It makes sense because the level of antibody the vaccine is generating in children 5 to 11 matches the level of antibody that we know provides protection for individuals 16 years of age and older. And the FDA set the guidance along those lines. That's their expectation as well. And we believe we've met that expectation.
So you have every reason to believe that ultimately the data will bear this out, that it's safe and effective for kids aged 5 to 11.
Yeah, absolutely. It's for the FDA to rule on that and for recommending bodies, public health authorities, to recommend the vaccine. But we're confident about the nature of the results.
The regimen for kids under 12 is 2 shots spaced 21 days apart. It's a smaller dose than what adults like I got. Why is that? What led you to that?
Yeah, so from the very beginning, we've worked meticulously to get to the right dose for adults and children. And so we looked at several doses early on in children and determined that 1/3 of the adult dose works just right for children to minimize the potential for side effects and provide the potential for protection. We're really pleased with that outcome.
A Kaiser Family Foundation poll published in August found that 40% of parents with young children said that they would want to wait a while to see how it's working before giving the shot to their child. What is your message to them?
As a pediatrician and a grandparent myself, I understand the need for families to be reassured that they're doing the right things for their children. Our vaccine has obviously undergone a great deal of work to assure and provide that level of confidence. We now know that there are over 180 million people in the United States that have received the vaccine, over 11 million who've been completely vaccinated that are adolescents. We've worked down gradually and deliberately to the younger age group, 5 to 11. We are, of course, submitting that data to regulatory authorities. They will look at it, assure that the vaccine is safe and effective before they provide it for broad use. And then I would encourage parents and grandparents at that point to listen to the public health authorities, seek information, seek the counsel of people they trust. And I think they'll find that the vaccine is going to be right for their 5 to 11-year-olds.
And then real quickly, I only have a few seconds left. As you know, Pfizer had been recommending a 3rd booster shot for all adults because immunity wanes from the vaccine over time. The FDA panel rejected that. Were you surprised by that, and how concerned are you about it?
I would have been surprised had the FDA panel said that nobody should receive a booster dose. In fact, they've made a very broad recommendation for individuals over 65 years of age and individuals that are at high risk of severe disease. Now, that was the VRBPAC panel. The FDA needs to take that under consideration to decide what will work best. But in the end, I think this is going to be broadly applied, and I think will meet an important public health need, and I'm looking forward to that.
Dr. Gruber, with the new information from Pfizer, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
My pleasure for being with you today to share this good news.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.